Welcome to the Olympus Report, Demigods, Monsters, and Gods Alike. Sometimes demigods have to pay for the price of their parents' mistakes. Who is this son of magic? Well, let's find out in a character breakdown. Alabaster C. Torrington is a Greek demigod son of Hecate. He fought on the side of Kronos and the Titans during the Second Titan War, and led his half-siblings into battle. After the war, he was banished from the camps and forced into exile to fend for himself, although he occasionally does have the guidance of his mother. Alabaster is a calculating boy with a great deal of past hurt and a chip on his shoulder. Hating the Olympians, who he thinks of as a sort of divine mafia, he views them as selfish bullies, and views those who follow them as blind. He harbors a strong loyalty for his mother Hecate, who had also chosen to side with Kronos against the Olympians, and he was eager to continue the war with the Olympians even after the death of Kronos, but was left without allies when the gods banished him as a part of their deal with Hecate not to destroy him, as long as she formed an alliance. Alabaster is described as tall, 16 years old with brown hair and green eyes, and a freckled face. When Kronos lost, Alabaster urged his mother to keep fighting, which earned him the ear of the victorious Olympian. Hecate was offered a deal to rejoin the Olympian side as part of a promise to Percy Jackson to offer the forces of Kronos a general pardon, and said that if she did not, they would destroy Alabaster. Hecate accepted the offer, not wanting more of her children to die, and Alabaster was exiled so he could not corrupt the other children of Hecate at camp. Since then, he has been on the run from a monster named Lamia, who he later learns is another child of Hecate, and the monster who originally crafted the spell that allows monsters to detect half-bloods, as revenge against Hera for murdering her children. Despite how many times he killed her, Alabaster found that he could not destroy Lamia, as she kept being resurrected by Gaia. He sought the help of his mother Hecate, who refused to get involved with her children as she didn't want either of them to die. And then he sought out the help of Dr. Howard Claymore, a renowned doctor known for his work on researching the afterlife. Being very talented at magic and reasonably powerful, Alabaster created several enchantments for himself and his place of living. He also crafted mist forms of a father and an imperial gold sword, beings made from the mist, illusions, essentially tricks of the mist. When Claymore accidentally led Lamia to Alabaster's house, Alabaster prepared to fight her and protect Claymore. Inadvertently, Claymore gave Alabaster an idea during the fight as how to defeat Lamia permanently, and led him back into the house to find the appropriate spell. Unfortunately, Lamia reformed quicker than they imagined and held Claymore hostage. She then burned the book that contained the spell, but before it could be entirely destroyed, Claymore sacrificed himself so there would be nothing stopping Alabaster from using the spell. Before he could do so, Hecate intervened, teleporting Alabaster away before he could use the spell, and returning the soul of Claymore in a misformed body to Alabaster. Hecate explained to Claymore that Lamia is unlikely to pursue Alabaster for the moment, because of the power of the spell he has in his possession. The spell he found would have bound her to Earth as black sand, as opposed to sending her essence to Tartarus, meaning that she would never reform for eternity. Not wanting this to happen to one of her children, Hecate separated the two, and trusted that Lamia would not pursue Alabaster. Later, Dr. Claymore is seen helping Alabaster to his feet in a field. And this is the last time we see Alabaster in the Riordanverse, and many want to know what happened to him, but for right now, his future is unknown. Alabaster, being a demigod, would have the typical abilities. ADHD. Like most demigods, he possesses inborn supernatural battle reflexes and senses. Dyslexia. His brain is hardwired for ancient Greek. Latin. He is also shown to speak and understand a little Latin. Swordsmanship. He is a skilled sword fighter. Superhuman stamina. Claymore noted that Alabaster looked exhausted and was amazed that he could still cast spells, use his sword, and even move when he fought Lamia. Alabaster is really the only child of Hecate we see and learn about within the Riordanverse, so we still don't know a lot about their abilities, but we do see a couple from Alabaster. Mystokinesis. He can cast and perform powerful magic and spells. Protection. Alabaster crafted numerous enchantments for himself. including defensive barriers around his place of residence. Spell removal. He can remove the spells from another person. Magic tracking. He can track another person. Mist control. As a son of Hecate, he can control the mist. He is able to use the mist to alter mortals' memories and perceptions. He can also use it to summon a mist form. He also has a couple magical items as well. Mist form cards. Alabaster possesses mist form cards which he uses to summon his mist forms and store them. Spellbook. Alabaster possesses a notebook filled with spells. We haven't really seen or learned enough about Alabaster to determine what kind of hero he is, so it's kind of hard to say if he's had a defining hero moment. He's definitely brave enough, as we've seen when he tried to protect Claymore. We can infer that he is loyal to those he cares about, but sometimes this loyalty can be a downfall. He also has a lot of resentment and anger that is currently holding him back. And I'd love to see these themes explored more within his character, hopefully in the future. What are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comments below. But until next time, I'm signing off. And please, Half-Bloods, as always, stay safe.